What's up, guys? And welcome back to another Tuesday night of Flight Club. And glad to have all of you here for what are here right now. Um, yeah, another busy day, guys. I haven't stopped all day, so trying to get things done, get premieres put up. I was working on a video right up until I don't know, probably 15 minutes ago. I was going to try to get that up. That's the unboxing of the E-Flight Viper 90. And Wayne and I shot that Monday before this past when we shot the Futura video that we got up. And that'll be coming out soon, guys. Maybe tomorrow morning, I'm thinking. I've just been so busy, I can't get things done. That's the problem. And so I always want to check in with you guys and see how everybody's doing and hang out. And just wanted to say, here it is, guys, the almighty, beautiful Futura with all of its fame and glory put together. Um, Again, guys, I can't say enough about this airplane. It's just amazing. The finish on it is awesome. The color of it is awesome. The picture here does not do this plane any justice, guys. It's almost got a little bit of an orangey red cast to it. It's not. It is like a beautiful blood red kind. I mean, not. I guess blood red. Blood red is a darker red. So no, it's just a. I don't know, man. It's almost the color of this Ernst stand, guys. I mean, when they sit here, it's almost that same color. It's just awesome, and it's really nice looking. I was hoping to get it maiden this past weekend, but again, the winds have not stopped here. I was talking to my friend Bill this afternoon, who is a flight instructor. He flies his own airplane, plus he flies jets for other people. And I'm just telling you guys, the winds were cranking again this afternoon. He actually texted me. The running joke is now I'll text him or he'll text me, and we'll say to each other, "Hey, it's windy." Imagine that. Um, and yeah, I was looking out my window at my business today, thinking, "God knows, man, windy again." Guys, it's August the 9th, and this is unheard of for this time of year. Normally, we have the heat and the humidity, but to have winds like this in August, we just don't have it. I mean, normally it's so thick and stifling, you can't buy a breeze in July and August. And since January, guys, we just have not been able to seem to get out of the wind. This past weekend, uh, Sunday, as a matter of fact, I was hoping to go fly, but when I looked at the wind, what is it, UAV on my telephone, it was saying that it was going to be a 18-mile-an-hour crosswind at our field, um, and I just said, you know what, I'm not doing it. I'm not chancing it. I'm not going to get out there and risk putting something like this in the ground due to rush to fly. I'm just not going to do it. So I stayed here and tinkered on things and worked on stuff around the house. I helped Tara do some things she had to get done. Swam in the pool, enjoyed the pool because it is like 90 degrees right now, which me, I like warm pool water, guys. So I don't like cold water at all. I don't like cold weather, period. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Let's see, who all we got in here? We got LA Jeff. What's up, buddy? Scotty RC Aviation, Mike SSI, Run for the Hills Mining, Craig Beeben, Jerry Willifong, Tim Toutant. How you doing, Tim? Hope the wife is doing better. Let's see. And good luck with that heart cath, buddy. We praying for you on that as well. And Wayne was in here, and he must have brought the donuts and scram. I hope you guys got some. I don't know what he does, man. He like stops in and then he leaves. I don't get it. But so this plane, to tell you a little bit about this plane, guys. You know, it's supposed to be super fast, and we're going to find that out too once we get this thing up and going. Also, in putting a battery in this airplane, I'm going to tell you guys, if you look here at the canopy, right, you see this cutout in the back of the canopy right here. That is about where your battery will sit in this airplane. If you look inside the bay of this airplane, if I can tilt it for you to see, you will see that there is the balsa stops right here, and you have this strap. The balsa stops here, there's a hump, and you have foam all the way to where the canopy keys in. Um, I am flying, or I'm going to fly. This is what the manual calls for, guys. This is a 6S 4000 HRB. This battery is a 60C, weighs 604 grams. And this battery, if you put this battery in and get this plane to CG, guys, it is going to sit all the way to the edge of this foam right here. I mean, there's no more balsa tray. It bumps right up to the foam. Now, with that being said, when you put the canopy on, that battery is going to sit right in this slot right here. It's almost like they knew what they were doing, right? So you put that up there, and granted, I've got straps under this and everything, so it's not laying flat. Matter of fact, if I move this out of the way, get it in here like it should be per se, which would be like this. Well, if I can get it in there, guys. This okay. So now put the canopy on. She locks in perfect. But I can tell you, it is. You will not move this battery any further forward with things the way they are from the factory. Now, that being said, and just one other thing to tell you guys. The day that Rich Baker came out with his live unboxing, which was, gosh, what? It was July, was it the 29th? I think so, maybe. That was when our fly-in was. Anyway, it's been like 3-4 weeks ago, right? I ordered this on the day of our fly-in while his unboxing live was on YouTube. I predicted that very day this jet would sell out, and sure enough, it's out of stock. So you definitely can't get it right now unless they restocked in just the last 24 hours. So that being said, here is the issue. Now, again, we all like to modify things, right? Customizing is what it's all about. I would love to fly this plane on a 5200, which I would love to try. But guys, here's the situation. With this 4000 sitting as far forward as it can go on this tray, this plane the factory CG is 105 millimeters from this leading edge, okay? And if you measure back 105 millimeters, it's going to fall to about the very back of this plastic piece on the wing, underneath as well as on top. That being said, the CG that I found works with this battery was actually around 110 to 112 millimeters back, which is right in front of the wheel opening for the retracts to go up in. So it's a little further back than the manual states. With the battery as far forward as it'll go, it CG's perfectly fine. If you use the 105 CG, this plane's tail heavy. So that being said, the options, as we all know, is to add nose weight. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you, bud. Jeff NC84, guys. Check him out. Tell him hello. So that being said, if you do not add nose weight to this airplane, you've got to have this battery as far forward as it will go, which will fall right into this divot on this canopy, okay? All right? So in order to get a 5,000 or a 5,200 milliamp in this plane, we all know what we're going to have to do. You're either going to have to carve out foam here because, guys, here's the situation. A 5,000 or a 5,200 is going to weigh more than this 4,000. We all know that. Common sense. Well, if you place the 5,000 or 5,200 pack as far as it will go on this balsa tray, this plane is going to be tail heavy, correct? So the only way to fix that problem would be to move either the battery forward or to add nose weight. Well, again, here's the problem. This is all foam, which is raised up about, a quarter of an inch over the top of the balsa tray where this battery stops, okay? So you can either carve out some of this foam because it is carvable. I've already looked into it. And you can carve out some of this foam. Or as I said, you just add nose weight if you're going to fly bigger than a 4,000. Now, with that being said, what's up, Wayne? If you're going to fly bigger than a 4,000, you're going to have to remember to take the nose weight out of this airplane when you fly a 4,000. So it's a lot of things going on, a lot of things to remember. I'm personally thinking I just may stick with a 4,000 for now. Um, I'd love to fly a bigger pack in this thing, guys, and don't know that I won't eventually. But as I said, in order to get this to CG with a 5,000 or a 5,200 milliamp pack, you are going to have to move the battery forward, or if not, you're going to have to add weight to the front of this airplane. I don't like adding weight to anything if I don't have to. I'd rather put a bigger battery in it. But, you know, you go in here and you start digging out foam. You could add more balsa, I suppose. That's an alternative. I've thought of several different things, guys. The biggest thing is I don't like to booger up my planes. I like for them to look nice on the inside. This one is so neat back in here, you could eat off of it, right? So, that being said, I'm just going back and forth because, like with the Viper back here, you can fly an array of packs. You can fly from a 4,000 up to a 7,000 pack in this particular airplane, guys. A lot of guys fly 7,000s in that airplane. What's up, Lou? How you doing, buddy? So that being the case, you have options without having to modify the foam or the cockpit or anything. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm probably going to call Rich as well and talk to him and see what he says, because, you know, Rich is kind of the guru in a lot of this stuff, and just kind of pick his brain and see what he's thinking, guys, because not enough people have this plane yet to kind of know what's going on. So again, that's another reason why I wasn't crazy about maidening this plane on Sunday when we had a crosswind of 17 or 18 miles an hour. I'd rather have a headwind of 17 or 18 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? So that being the case, I played it safe, and it's still sitting here. And hopefully this weekend is supposed to be nice and cooler. These jets don't like warm, hot weather. They also don't like a high density altitude, guys. I had a jet. It was my L39, last weekend or weekend prior. I couldn't get it to rotate I tried a 5,000 smart pack with a 30C. I tried an HRB 5,000. I couldn't get it to rotate because it was so hot. And I think the density altitude had a lot to do with it. So Victor, you're saying your buddy got a 6,000 in it. Well, I'm not saying you can't get it in here. What I'm saying is, just for giggles, man, here we go. Look here, okay? Let me get this for you. All right. This is your 6,000, right? Right here. This is your 4,000. Okay, well, it doesn't take a lot of common sense to look at the length of the packs first, the thicknesses of the pack second, the weight of the packs. So you got a lot of factors going on here. I'm not saying you can't jam a 6,000 into this airplane, but if you put it in here and you stop it where this balsa tray stops, you're going to have a tail heavy bird and this bitch ain't going to fly long. Promise you that. It's going to fly one time if you're lucky. So that being the case, you've either got to add a hell of a lot of nose weight to compensate for this heavy battery, which is about, I think this pack is 820 grams. Or either you've got to figure a way to not only get this battery to sit way up here in this plane, correct? All right. But then you're going to have to really go in here and you're going to have to start cutting a lot of foam out of this canopy and probably even have a hole where you can actually see into the canopy. I don't like to do that, man. I don't have to have it that way that bad. But again, this ain't going to fit. As you can see, I've got, right now, you can't even think of getting this battery in here. There is over, even if you turn it this way, which is a thinner direction, you're looking at, a good inch and a half of space. But this canopy ain't even going to go down. So again, ain't going to happen unless you, and even if you go in here and carve out a lot of this foam and carve out a lot here, I don't think it's going to be possible unless you make an entire hole all the way through this canopy for that battery to sit up into this canopy, which you could because you can't see through it at all. So possibly, but I don't want mine to look like that. So that's just me, guys. Again, 4,000. You put it in here all the way up to the edge of the styrofoam on the balsa tray, and the canopy will sit down in here, and she will latch perfectly. You know what? I can live with that. Now, a 5200, the new HRB 5200s are going to be lighter than the old 5000. So that may be something I might experiment with and see if I can get it in there. I'm still going to have to carve foam. I'm still going to probably have to add nose weight. Then if you decide to go back to a 4,000 pack, you're going to have to remove the nose weight. So you need to have it where you can Velcro it in and out, I suppose. Just a lot of pain, really, when you put a 4,000 in, and we'll see what she does, you know? So that's just how that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to try to catch up, guys, with the chat here and just see. Paul McNeil, how are you? Noons, how you doing, buddy? Let's see. Ken Sprouse is in the house. What's up? Craig Beaven. How's everybody? Nate, how are you, man? How will it be tail heavy with a bigger pack in the nose? Well, because primarily this plane is tail heavy with a 4,000 unless you've got it as far forward as it'll go. So if you put a heavier pack in it, even if you don't have enough room to push it back in there, man, that's what I'm saying. The 4,000, I'll show you. Okay, so with where the receiver and the gyro is in this airplane, even if you put this all the way back in there, as far as it will go to where it's touching the receiver and the gyro, you're still this far away from the styrofoam. That ain't going to CG this plane. It's going to be ass heavy. That's how. So that being the case, you've got to add nose weight, even more nose weight, because now you've got more battery weight in this airplane. Until you've got it sitting on a CG machine, Nate, I can't explain it to you, I don't think, if you're not following what I'm telling you, man. Because this 4,000 weighs 604 grams. This weighs 820, okay? That being said, you're talking 220 grams heavier, right? Well, even if you stick it in as far back as it can go, it's still going to make this plane tail heavy because this plane's got a lot of weight in the rear end of it. Even the 4,000's got to go as far forward as it can to get it to CG. I'm just saying, man. I'm up for anything. Anybody can tell me. I'll be all up into it. I'll listen to anybody. But I'm just telling you what I've seen personally. Tim, thank you, man. I appreciate that, buddy. I just saw that. Thank you so much. Very nice of you, man. Thank you. And again, as I said, good luck with your wife and everything she's got to go through with her catheterization, man. Well, Newts, that's the problem, man. You don't have but so much factory room to slide the 6,000 forward. To get this plane to CG, I'll say it again, you've got to have this 4,000 as far forward as it can go, okay? So it's got to be touching the styrofoam, which is all the way forward on the balsa tray. That will CG. Then the canopy will go on. But it is the battery, the 4,000 is fitting right in this slot right here in the canopy. So that's why that's there, right? If you put a bigger pack, which is taller, thicker, even if you slide it forward, it's going to hit the foam, which you can clear that foam out. But then you're also going to have to cut foam into this canopy. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying it's going to look like it's boogered up. And I don't have to have it that bad is what I'm saying. Now, because see, like with the battery turned the way it's turned right now at 4,000, this won't even close. Look, and that's where it needs to be, the CG. So you have to take this battery, turn it the thinner way, right? Just like that. Now the canopy will lock down perfectly, but you can believe that battery's touching the foam on the inside of that canopy, buddy. And she's a perfect fit. They meant for this thing to be a certain size. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, screw the canopy down. Exactly, man. I mean, I just don't like to booger up my planes and make them look like crap on the inside just to say I squeezed a bigger battery in there. That's like a fat woman squeezing a number 12 into a size 10 shoe. That ain't my deal, man. That's not what I just don't like the way that looks. I'm not saying it can't be done, and I could probably easily get one of the new HRB 5200s in here, turned the thinner way, and some foam carved out. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you're going to have to move it forward even more. So you're going to have to carve foam inside this airplane, inside the battery bay, and in the canopy as well. So you got to clean out in both places, right? Jeff, stuff that mofo in there and oil. Yeah, Mike. That's the thing, man. I'm just real OCD about my canopies closing. I don't like for it to be a gap when it closes. I don't like for it to be so tight that you feel like if you get too fast or you land hard or rough, your canopy's gonna fly off. I ain't into it, man. That's just me. I'd rather my mess not go 3 miles an hour faster and look better. Because you also, when you are putting a heavier pack in here, you're also adding more weight, So, like I said, this old HRB right here is 220 grams heavier in a 6,000 than a 4,000 is. Now, the new HRB 6200s, which are 100C, are actually 42 grams lighter than this 6,000. So they're really lightening them up, but it's a little bit wider. So, yeah, I've still got some playing around to do. 4,000 packs are perfect size for most 80 millimeters. Well, Deuces, that obviously, man, because they got it where this one fits like a Cinderella slipper. It's like it was meant to be a 4,000. The canopy closes perfect. There's a notch in the canopy where it goes. It hits the foam where it CG's perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, guys. You can go 8S in this thing if you want to. Not saying it can't be done. All things are possible. You can probably put 12S in it if you want to and peel the wings off of it. But you're going to have to cut foam and modify somewhere. It's going to have to be done. So when you buy this plane out of the box, my point was, if you're going to fly it and not have to modify it, you're going to have to fly it with more than likely a 4. You could shoehorn a 45 in there, or maybe the new HRB 42 to 45. I'm sure you could. I just don't have one of those yet. So that's just, my 2 cents on that. But I'm going to enjoy flying the piss out of it anyway, so it doesn't matter to me, right? Like I said, I think she's going to be plenty fast factory setup anyway. We're going to find out what it does. Where you going, Ken? Man said, I can't hang. Just want to pop in and say, hey, thumbs up. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you always stopping in, man. And, guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like button on the way in or before you leave. And if you don't like it, hit thumbs down twice and let YouTube know that you enjoy what you see and you're having a good time. Other than that, guys, we got to get the Viper 90. Here's the thing again, and you guys saw this on the video of the Futura. Hopefully, if you watched it, these planes nowadays, guys, there's no gluing in this or the E-flite 90 millimeter Viper. That being the case, these jets are so easy to put back in your box for travel. I can't keep saying this enough, guys, because the first thing most people toss is the box. The foam carton for these airplanes is perfectly laid out, especially the Viper. I mean, you can take that plane out of the box, put it together, disassemble it, and put it back in the box. I could probably do it in 10, no more than 15 minutes total. And that's from start to finish, open and close and put back. That's how easy that plane is. And guys, you're not going to beat it up. You're not going to ding it up. You're not going to rash it up. You can hide it from your wife. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Store it at a friend's house. get it in the back seat of your car, for that matter. Nobody ever know you have it. But I'm just telling you guys, these new planes are great, and your boxes work super nice for transport. You could take either of these two jets right here, guys, and put a handle on the box and carry it like a suitcase in each hand and go to the field and unbox it and have it together in 10 minutes and you're up flying. That's how nice it is. And when you're ready to go home, you take it apart with, I think this one is 8 screws. You put your screws in your bag. You put everything back in the box. You slide it back in. You go home, guys. That's how easy it is. And I showed you that in the video. So if you haven't checked it out, do. What's up, Jackson? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a good evening. Hope Mason is well. I'm trying to see if I'm missing a Mike SSI. Justin Warden's in here. Let's see who else we got. Let me add moderator for Justin. So now, Justin, you will have a blue wrench for all it's worth, man. Deuce said, if I can't avoid stuffing 2 pounds of shit in a 51-pound can, I will. Exactly. That's right, Mike. Yeah, the Admirals are thinner newts. You're getting a higher C rating on those because they are the high performance. And sometimes the higher your C rating, even though they may be thinner, they can be a little denser, so they're heavier. As I was saying earlier, the new HRB 6200s 6S packs are 42 grams lighter than the old HRB 6000 packs, which is a huge deal. You're getting 200 more milliamps, and you're cutting back 42 grams of weight, and you're getting a 100C versus a 60C. So, and you can get 2 of them for like $140. So that's a pretty good deal, man. $140 for 2 6200 6S packs is not a bad deal. I'd like to say thanks, guys, to some of the channel sponsors. You know, of course, as always, Hobby King. As well, we have ZoomRC.net, Larry with 5280RC, working some with Banana Hobby. Guys, I appreciate everybody. We got a new sponsor coming. I hope to have that up and running hopefully by next week. I'll let you know who that is, and you guys can check that out. So getting some good stuff going on here, guys, and just having a good time, and just trying to hang out and show you guys what I know, and I call it like I see it. You guys know that. I don't candy coat it. Yeah, it just is what it is. But the Viper 90 video, the unbox and rebox, because I'm showing you guys that it does go back in the box just as quickly as we took it out. That should be dropping tomorrow. So if you guys get an opportunity, please check it out. Leave a comment if you like. A lot of guys out there have the Viper 90. Some guys have had 3, Jeff. And they're great jets, guys. They're super fast and fly really well, as does the 70 millimeter Viper that my friend Bill has. He just remade, or he actually made his last weekend, and did great with it. Loved it. We actually did the gear modification with the RC Castle trailing link retracts on that airplane, which was very simple mod. If you haven't seen the modification video, check out Just Plain Crazy. Brendan McCormick does a great installation of the RC Castle trailing link gear for the 70 millimeter Viper jet, and it makes it look a lot more scale, and it did great and easy, man. It's a 15-minute modification and a $30 cost from RC Castle, and we had the gear here in less than a week, and that came straight from China, so that was pretty good. Nowadays, I don't know. Don't hold me to that now, because things ain't always great right now. What's up, Richard? How you doing, buddy? So let's see who else is in here tonight. Man, guys, hey, look, I got 32 people in here tonight, man. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that, just for hanging out with me and shooting the crap here, guys. And as you can see over this shoulder, I'm still trying to get finished painting the King Twin from Hobby King, a custom paint job I'm doing on that. I've got the wings finished. The cowls on the wings are totally done. I'm just finishing up on the fuselage now, and I'm freehanding all of this stuff, guys, because I don't have decals because I could freehand paint it. So none of this is stick on. This is all hand and paint. So I hope once it's done, you guys will appreciate it. It's taken me a little while, but I'm getting there, and I'm particular. And when I do something, especially freehanding it all, I take my time and I don't rush it. So just is what it is. What's up, Pilot Ryan Media? How are you, man? Good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while, man. I hope you're doing good. I've been busy, and your show on Saturday nights, I'm normally either in the pool or doing something until 10, 11 o'clock at night. I try to catch it on the flip side, though, so don't think I don't watch it. And I know you're busy as well, too, man. And these guys, I'm telling you, check out their links, guys. If you're going to buy something, use the links for Pilot Ryan, Rich Baker, all these guys, because it helps them out. And every little bit helps when you're trying to get a channel running. So, yeah, definitely click on the links and let them know that you're buying their product so that they can get a little kickback from it, guys. Michael Reiska, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Got too much. I will set my plans to take fishing. Yeah, no doubt. Me and my son went fishing the other day, man, and next thing I know, fishing turned into swimming because we were at my friend's lakes, which are absolutely beautiful. They're man-made and they're gorgeous, and the bottom is like sand, but they're fully stocked. And I'm talking some 12-pound hogs. And so we swam for a while and got in the water. Water was like, I don't know, 85 degrees, probably 90 on top, but down around your feet, it's cooler because it's also spring-fed. So it feels really, really good. Justin says, is anyone working on any cool projects? Let's see. Not sure why, but I'm not getting notifications about these streams. Well, Ray, you need to check into that, man. Hey, man, I love fishing. Me and my son go time to time, and we have a good time. The weather hadn't been good again this year for getting out on our boat, man, because of the wind. I'm not going to go out and put my boat in the ocean, and it's beating me to death, and it's rough, and the sound or the river, it's the same way. It's just not worth it to me, guys, and I'm not going to do it. I'll tell you guys something that I've actually signed my son up for this morning. He'll be getting his license at the end of September. And there's this program, if any of you guys have never heard of it, or you got kids or grandkids that are turning 16 soon, or even as an adult, it's a great thing. But it's a program called BRAKES, BRAKES. And each letter, of course, stands for something. And it means be responsible and keep everyone safe. And it was a program designed by a gentleman who was a race driver and his wife, because their two boys were killed in a car accident back in 2008. And he developed this program to help other kids as well as adults learn how to stop safer, learn how to maneuver on slippery roads, wet roads, learn how to control a skid in a car if something pulls out in front of you, or runs a stop sign, stoplight, you know how to apply full brake and still control the car. It's just a great program, guys. And it's hard to get into. It's a free program, actually, and they do it all over the United States. And they do a lot of it here in North Carolina because we have so many racetracks from Charlotte to Raleigh to, different areas. So they like to do it at racetrack areas. But it's a really neat course. And it's very helpful. They say that 65% of teenagers that take this course are less likely to have a wreck. That's a big number, guys, 65%. If my child could get those ratings on a lottery, I'd play him every day. So that being said, you sign up for the course. It's a $99 registration fee, which is refundable. They give you that back when you show up, or either you donate it to the cause, which I'm sure 99% of people do. I know I will be. And they use it to keep this program up and alive, guys. And so far to date, they said they have reached over 10,000 teenagers. and are trying their best to reach more and more and more every day, along with adults. Adults can take this course as well. So I've signed him up for that, man. I'm looking forward to that because I can't wait to go and watch him do this course because I think it's going to be pretty cool. I don't know that I wouldn't like to do it. And hell, I don't know that a lot of people don't need to do it, especially with the way drivers and people drive today. So if you haven't checked out, guys, go to brakes. I think it's, what is it? Let's see. I can tell you. Because like I said, if you guys have any kids or anything, you might want to check it out. It's putonthebrakes.org. And again, guys, it's just a great program for either your kids or your teenagers or your grandkids. It's a great gift idea. And you can actually go with them. So never know. Let's see. Yeah, the heat has been pretty bad here, Mike. It's hot, but we got a hot breeze every day, man. And when I say breeze, I'm talking wind. 18 to 20 mile an hour, constant, variable. You never know what you're going to get. But I tell you what's really intrigued me too here lately, guys, is all about this Lake Mead and Lake Powell and the Hoover Dam and all the water falling and people putting up videos on YouTube about what they're finding in Lake Mead, not only boats, but dead bodies or skeletons. But it's pretty interesting to hear each person's theory as to why they think it's happening and what could prevent it. And, everybody's got their own theories and things like that. But it's pretty interesting to me just to see what they're finding at the bottom of this lake that's been there for God knows how long. The motel that was there back in 2010 that closed down, that the water used to come right up to the edge of, and now it looks like it's a mile away from it. It's pretty sad. I can't imagine, man, what it would be like to have a beautiful lake like that, that you were used to going to, and it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And the water is beautiful in this lake from what I've seen in videos, guys. Mike said, crazy about Lake Mead. I'm getting some mafia victims wound up at the bottom. Hey, man, you never know what all they're going to find in barrels and things at the bottom of this lake eventually, right? Yes, Craig, there is a B-29, and you actually can dive around it. It's pretty cool. That one of the videos I was watching was showing that as well. And the water is so clear there, man, that it's actually beautiful sitting down there on the bottom. That was pretty intriguing too. Let's see. We are sucking this earth dry to death. Time to move. Yeah, no doubt, right? They see some rain out there, man. God, that would do so much. They said it's just been in a major drought for 12 years now. Can you imagine? I mean, we think of a drought here in North Carolina for a week or two or three, but 12 years. I mean, Jesus, that's crazy. Gosh, and being that we have a lake house, and we like to wakeboard and surf behind the boat and swim, I can't imagine. I've seen our lake low, but I've never seen it. Always comes back. Every year it comes back, but to have a lake that's dropped over 1,000 feet in 12, 13 years, I mean, that's just unheard of, guys. If you look at the videos on Lake Mead and you see what they call the bathtub ring, especially around Hoover Dam where the water's dropped since they built this dam, it's just crazy, man. I mean, it's sad. The drought that's affecting Utah and California has been bad. However, Colorado has been getting decent rain in the summer, unlike the past 2 summers. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they need to be not only checking Lake Mead, but they need to be checking the Colorado River as well, and also Lake Powell. They need to be doing a conglomeration of all the water levels, not just in Lake Mead, but everywhere. California has been through this before, but it's been a while. Yeah, and from what I'm seeing and learning from all of this, Ray, Colorado River, comes all the way down to and feeds into California, and California gets a lot of their water from the river as it comes all the way down, and all the different dams. One video that I watched talked about all the different dams that were down from Hoover Dam. I mean, you think of Hoover Dam and how big it is, and then there's all these like 5 different dams all the way down until you get into California. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, it's just for some reason it's just really intrigued me here lately, and I know this is off topic, but it's such a beautiful lake, and I just hate to see that happening. Yeah, somebody needs to summons Photon. Where has Photon been lately? I see him once in a while on Instagram, but I haven't seen him in many of the chats. He's a bitty man. He's a bitty man. Let's see. Aquifers fill up too, but we haven't seen anything coming as of yet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they say that most of the Lake Mead and stuff is fed from the Colorado Rocky Mountains, from snowpack, rain, runoff, snow melt, things like that. And they were showing a town that was basically established like in 1865, and then when they built the dam and they flooded this town, and it was underwater, and people are actually going there now and showing the town that because it's revealed again since the water's receded, and it's like underwater ghost towns. I mean, it's, again, guys, this stuff's just intriguing. I just think it's pretty incredible. Yeah, old Photon's got some cool watches, doesn't he, Mike? So yeah, if you guys get a chance, check out the videos on that kind of stuff. It's just interesting. And sometimes there's not a lot of stuff on right now with plane videos and stuff, because even companies with airplanes are having a hard time getting stuff. And who knows where that's going to head, guys, with everything going on in the world right now. We're liable to see even more hard times are coming with stuff coming from China that we love to get from them, guys. And that's kind of scary too. With everything going on right now with China and Taiwan and the United States, we went from having issues with containers. Now we're going to have issues more than likely with things getting here from China, because if our country and their country are feuding, well, I can't see that it's going to be easy getting stuff from them. So I don't know. It's just, I'm just ready for the mess to get right. I'm tired of it. It's just one thing after another. So the stuff we had been getting in China, we can now also get in Europe as well. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, Michael, it is Tuesday already. Well, that's good to know. Hopefully, we'll still be able to get stuff from other places. We see places like Europe and Australia and the UK and things like that having a hard time getting jets and planes that we so easily get, especially with Hobby King and things like that. So I can only imagine how we would feel if we can't get the things we love, delivered to us, and other people can get it. That would kind of suck. You know what I mean? Because we've always been so spoiled to get what we want here. Just got a free wing 70 millimeter F104 from Turbines RC when no one else had it. Awesome. What's up, Mr. Steve Laughlin? Killer Planes is in the house. How you doing tonight, Steve? And I hope the lovely Miss Elizabeth is doing well. I see Paul Hatcher, who is the man of all the travels. Man, you've been gone for a long time, brother. He's in here. I love how he calls me his hero. I don't know why. But, hey, he's in Vancouver and flying back home tonight. Well, it's about time you fly back. You've been gone for how long now, man? Your horses have got to be hungry. Stock up on servos, receivers, and batteries. Flight Test will supply the made in the U.S. kits. Yeah. It sucks. The lovely Denise. I hope you're doing well, and I'm sure still lovely. Thank you for coming in tonight. Um, yeah, been in Alaska since last week. Yeah, you're roughing it real bad there, Paul. um, Probably had some nice cool weather too, huh? It's been really hot here, man. Yeah, I bet it is an awesome time. So, guys, I've got to get Steve back on the show, man. We got some catching up to do, Steve. I hope you guys have been doing well. It's been a while since we've had you guys on, and you guys are working on some great projects as well over there at Killer Planes. If you guys haven't checked out Steve and the lovely Denise at Killer Planes on YouTube, by all means, do it. Not now, but definitely check out Killer Planes, guys. Steve can reinforce an airplane to the point it hits the ground and it bounces. This is no joke. I've never seen anything like it. So with skewers, this man is awesome. He builds a $6 million plane. He can put it back together and make it better than it ever was, right? Oh, let's see. Love to come on and show you the tiger shark. Hey, man, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I will hit you up. I will text you and we'll get together. Seriously, I would love to have you come back on, but only if Denise can come, right? um, it's a killer free plane for sure. Keep the hands dirty. That's right. Always got to keep the hands dirty, man. Yeah, non-killer. Exactly. Yeah, because Steve can take a plane and make it. I mean, really, guys, they'll bounce. I've never seen anything like it. This man can. I've watched Steve. God, it's back way back. Not trying to make him sound old or nothing, because I think he's be great to party with. But Steve's been doing this for a long time, man, and he's got some good stuff going on there, guys, and can definitely tell you how to fix an airplane. The man's not scared of skewers and foam tack, that's for sure. Again, guys, we got 32 in here tonight, and I am thanking y'all because I couldn't do it without you, and I'm just having a good time. If you're watching this on Facebook, come over to YouTube, please. If you're so inclined, subscribe to the channel. We do this every Tuesday night. Just have a good time. Hit your notifications bell so that you know when you get notified when we're doing this and I'm putting out a video. That way you can click on it and check it out. And also, if there are other guys in here, such as Killer Planes, Guniac, Paul Hatcher, Deuces Wild, Tim Touton. I mean, the list just goes on. Everybody you see in here, guys, check out their channels too, man. Let them know you appreciate what they're doing. Subscribe to their channel. Doesn't cost you a dime. And turn on your notifications for them as well, because these guys are putting out great videos all the time. And you never know. Deuces might be throwing something on the table and putting on some disco lights and spinning it for you. You can't never tell what that man's going to do. Deuce said, I recommend Blenderm tape to a fellow pilot the other day because I remembered a tip from Steve at Killer Planes. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And Steve introduced us all to the milk carton hinges, guys. You remember that? You take the plastic from the milk carton, you cut it, you bend it, you got a hinge. I'm telling you, man, what a great idea. So if you're ever in a tight and you don't have decent hinges or you can't get your hands on any, check out Killer Planes on YouTube and watch the video on how to make hinges for your foam planes out of milk cartons. It's a great video. And guys, I will tell you too, Saturday Night Fever, exactly. I will tell you guys too, September the 24th, here in North Carolina, Kinston Aero Modelers, which is the club that I'm a member of, will be having its fall fly-in, and it's the Big Warbird Classic. We'll be having some 50% warplanes out there, guys, some big Cubs, some B-17s more than likely, a lot of composite airplanes. Anything in the Warbird category can fly. Doesn't have to be massive, doesn't have to be all huge, but it's going to be a great time, guys. So if you're in the North Carolina area, or even, Virginia, South Carolina, wherever, if you can get down here on September the 24th, guys, Saturday, we have camping. You can come down, bring your camper, hang out. We're going to have some great food, guys. We always have some good cooking going on. We have hamburgers, hot dogs, and normally we have grilled chicken or barbecue. You never know what we're going to have, guys, but it's always good food. So set your calendar, put it in the calendar for September the 24th at Kinston Air Modelers Club. Follow us on Facebook at Kinston Air Modelers Club. Join the club, guys. We've got a Facebook page that you can join. Come on over, check us out. We put up great pictures of things going on, videos of the club. So come on in, check us out. We'd love to have you as a member. And I put up videos from our club typically as much as I can when providing. So, yeah, even if you're not in the area, let us know you're watching. Hit us up on Facebook. Join the group. We'd love to have you and be a part of the crowd, guys. We've always got something good going on. It's in Kinston, North Carolina, Steve. You going to come? You going to bring Elizabeth? We waiting for you, man. Come on now. You can make it. It's not that far. Well, Ray, move, man. You guys do know that Chris Wolf is moving to Tennessee, right? I mean, we're talking just a few hours from North Carolina. So I am hoping to actually one day get to meet him somewhere nearby, maybe at Fall Knoll. Don't forget that as well, guys. Fall Knoll is coming up. That is very soon. That's going to be a great time. Another big event, one of the biggest events on the East Coast as well. So you never know. Chris may be there if he's moving to Tennessee. And he is moving to Tennessee. So, and guys, if you haven't checked out his latest competition that he's given away, a Rafale, I think it's called, definitely go to his Instagram page or his Facebook page, to the RC Geek Hangout, and enter the contest, guys. And you never know, you might win. I just spoke with him, a couple of days ago, and he said if you haven't, entered in the contest, be sure you do, guys. Anybody can win, so definitely check it out. Let's see. I have no plan on leaving California, but do need to make a trip out there. Well, yeah, you do, man. Come on, bud. Let's see. Come to Bigfoot in Alabama. Man, I would love to, bud. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. Love to meet you guys, hang out. My biggest problem is, man, I run a business myself, as you well know how that works. And I'm self-employed, and my wife is too. And when I don't work, I don't get paid. And I lose a lot of money when I don't work. And so then if I do go somewhere on a weekend and I drive to get there, time I get there, leave, come back, I need a couple of days off to get my mess back. So it ends up costing me a lot of money to do that. But I would love to, man. But that's where, thanks to all you guys that put up videos from these events when you go, it lets us guys that can't make it feel like we're there. And so to Ryan and Bobby and all of you guys that go to all these great functions, again, thanks so much for the videos. Thanks for including us and letting us be a part of what you guys are doing, because we wouldn't get to see it any other way. A lot of us can't be that far away. We can't leave our jobs for that long. So, again, thank you. And I appreciate all the time you guys put into pulling out your phones and your cameras and letting us all be a part of it. Let's see. Steve, Ryan, I don't think Ryan moved. He's still in Indiana, I believe. And if Ryan, if you're still in here, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't mean to speak for you, but I always hear you guys talking about Windy, Anna, when you're doing your videos sometimes. So that's why I think they're in Indiana, Steve. Hey, man, it's true, man. I appreciate all you guys doing the work you guys put into this stuff. I mean, I know it's a lot. Look, I got nothing here, man, and I know what it takes me to do what I do. And it's a lot of work, especially doing a job and everything else. And, you run a hobby shop plus have a family and do everything else. So, man, I get it. And then do a live show every Saturday night, and you don't want to miss that either and let you guys down. So, I get it, man. It's a lot of work. And so, yeah. And then when you go to these events, you're traveling, you're on the road, you're away from your families. And then you're including us in the videos. So, again, thanks and appreciate you guys keeping us in the loop and letting us see what's going on while you're there, because that puts us into action too, and we enjoy it. So, um, see you, Paul. Be safe, man, and good travels getting back to North Carolina, man. Be safe. Well, my friends and fellow pilots, it is another hour of Flight Club, and we're upon the 9:30 hour. And I just, again, guys, I thank you for being here and listening to me run my jaws and hanging out with me as you always do, and shooting the crap. And yeah, and the face to faces with these people is great, and it lets us know you're human, man. I mean, and that is awesome. Because yeah, I would love to meet you and shake your hand in person, man. I've seen you so much on YouTube. I'd love to see you in person. Um, but yeah, it's it's just a good time, guys, and I appreciate all of y'all. And thank you, Silver Fox. I just appreciate you guys for being here on Tuesday nights and hanging out with little old me and letting me do what I do and enjoy it, because I feel like you guys are sitting here in the garage and we're just all shooting the crap, man, and having a good time. So again, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll get a maiden on this beautiful bird this weekend. I've also got the maiden the J65. I've got a maiden the F14. I've got a maiden Viper Jet. I've got a maiden. God, what else? I got a lot of stuff to do, guys. Okay, and the weather's not been my friend, and again, I just don't throw my stuff up in the air for no reason when the weather's not right. So that's just how I am. I'm too cautious. Um, hey Jeff, thank you for coming in tonight, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Always a pleasure seeing you and talking with you, buddy. Jeff is an awesome videographer and does great video, guys. And we should all be so lucky to have a video man. Wayne does a good job for me. Thankfully, I've got somebody shooting good for me now when we can get together. But it is always excellent to have a good cameraman, because as we all know, GoPros work, but they're not great. So to have a cameraman that can be right there and shoot for you is a godsend. So Jeff, keep up the great work for you guys' channel. You do a fantastic job. So guys, I'm going to let y'all get out of here and enjoy your evening and be with your family. And again, I just appreciate you guys for being here. And as you well know, I'm Jeff. This is the Futura V3. And we will see you next week right here, 8:30, Flight Club on Jeff's Custom RC. Have a great